What's going on, people? It's your boy DLB back with another episode of DLBTV, and in this week's episode I'm going to be talking to you guys about what my most anticipated games are, specifically my top 10 anticipated games that have been announced, because there's games that I'm looking forward to that are coming that haven't been announced. But as far as the titles that have been announced, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run down my top 10 games that I'm mostly anticipating this generation. So we're going to start off with number 1. And coming in at number 1 is coming from Ubisoft, and that's The Division. The Division is an awesome game. I'll never forget when they first showed that. They demoed that game so well that I thought the two that were talking were actually the actual characters in the game talking, not two people that were playing cooperatively. But the game looked phenomenal. The HUD for the game looked great. I mean, they did a great job on that game. Just from the little small subtle things in that demo, from where he was hiding alongside the police car, and when he came by the door that was open on the police car, his arm went up and closed it. Like little small subtle things like that is awesome. The fact that it's a cooperative game is also big for me. I'm a really big cooperative gamer. I love co-op games. It's using the companion app, so you got that connectivity with somebody who may be on a tablet. So I thought that was pretty neat, as well as jump in, jump out co-op, so there's no interruption. People jump in, it doesn't interrupt. People jump out, it doesn't interrupt. So that game looked phenomenal to me, and it's an RPG. And I've never really been big on RPG because most RPGs are like in the fantasy world, and that's just never really been my forte. This is like real current day events in a real world, in a real city, in New York actually, Dumbo, Brooklyn to be exact. So I'm looking forward to that one. My second most anticipated game is Watch Dogs. That will be the game that I buy at lunch. Like in my prior videos I told you guys, I'm going all digital. So that game is definitely going to be a day one download for me. As soon as I bring my PlayStation 4 home, that game is the game that I'm going to be downloading first. There's really not too much to say about Watch Dogs. You guys have seen it. It's an open world game. It looks great. Ubisoft is doing their thing right now, because 2 of my most anticipated games are from Ubisoft. So next up is Titanfall, the Xbox One exclusive. I'm a big multiplayer gamer. It's the guys behind Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the first in the Modern Warfare series. They did that is still my favorite Call of Duty out of all the Call of Duties that have came out, and it looks like they're taking that to the next level. It still looks like it's close quarters combat, pretty close quarters because they got the mech, so they gotta make the world a little bit bigger. But for the most part, close quarters combat, fast paced. The mechs look great, because I'm not even real big on mechs, but when I first saw a picture of it, I thought it was going to be a mech game, and I'm not big on mech games, but the game involves mechs. So it's clearly an option. If you want to get into mech, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. So I'm definitely looking forward to that game. Really excited about that. After that, Destiny by Bungie. That's my 4th anticipated game of this generation. That was a multi-platform game. It's going to be on both consoles. Again, jump in, jump out, cooperative type of game. The game, it looks awesome. I mean, and it's Bungie. Bungie's known for making great content and making great games. So I don't expect anything less here. The demo that they showed off, the gameplay that they showed off at E3 this year was beautiful. So that's my 4th most anticipated game. On to number 5. My 5th most anticipated game, The Order 1886, Sony exclusive. That The Order 1886, that game looked phenomenal. The era that the game is based in, I'll never forget when I first saw the trailer and I saw the guy with the walkie-talkie on it. I was like, there's no walkie-talkies way back then. And then you saw the guns that they were using. It was just, it's awesome. It's actually playing in the background right now. So like, that game looks phenomenal, but I like what they're doing. I like how they're taking that old school setting but giving it a present day or futuristic actually feel. So I'm looking for more information to come out about that game, because I am extremely excited for that one. Next up, Dying Light. Dying Light is another first-person cooperative-based games. You guys see the trend here? You guys see what kind of gamer I am? I love cooperative games. I love multiplayer games. This is just my genre. This is what I love. But Dying Light looks awesome. It's another zombie game. It reminds me of a more mature Left 4 Dead type of game. It's 4-player co-op game. You're running through the city. You don't want to be out at night, because if you're out at night, that's when the more stronger zombies come out. It's a free roam, open world based game, and that game is number 6 on my list. So Dying Light. Next up, Xbox exclusive from Insomniac Games, number 7, Sunset Overdrive. When I saw that, that also reminded me of a more casual type Left 4 Dead based game. Left 4 Dead was a really fun game for me. I enjoyed the hell out of that game, and it's good to see that there has been a slightly confirmation that the game is coming, but you know, Valve owns Steam, so hopefully it comes out for everything else, which I think it will. But Sunset Overdrive by Insomniac, the game looks great. It looks fun. I love the color palette of the game, nice and bright. You can see Insomniac going back to their signature moves, being the weapons. The weapons in the game look awesome. So it looks just like it's going to be a very, very fun cooperative, 4-player cooperative based game. That game is number 7. Number 8, Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare. This game is going to be a timed exclusive. I don't think they've confirmed that. I believe that's all rumor, but most likely, I believe they did come out and say that game is going to be a timed exclusive for the Xbox One. And I love the name Garden Warfare. Plants vs. Zombie Garden Warfare. Again, another casually fun, cooperative-based game, 4-player co-op. Plants going up against the zombies. So that's number 8 on the list. At number 9, Xbox One exclusive, Project Spark. Project Spark, it reminds me of a Little Big Planet on steroids. When you were able to create games for Little Big Planet, it was mainly 2-dimensional, 3D world, or 3D but 2-dimensional. This is actually taking it full 3D, and it looks awesome. It looks great. I actually signed up for the beta. You can sign up for the beta. I believe that they're still taking beta. Entries. It's joinprojectspark.com. But that game reminds me of, like, again, a Little Big Planet on steroids. I love the play, create, share games. I love stuff like that. So that's my number 9. And at number 10, the multiplayer was revealed on this game yesterday, and that's Call of Duty Ghost. I haven't bought a Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, but that's because I have GameFly, so I typically GameFly Call of Duty. But it's the launch of a new console, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go all in on another Call of Duty. So I'm getting it on the PlayStation 4. So Call of Duty Ghost is my 10th most anticipated game this generation. Now, don't get me wrong, there were a ton of games. This list was hard for me. There was Quantum Break, which is the exclusive for the Xbox One, that is really interesting. There was the infamous Second Son, which I'm definitely looking forward to that game. So there was some games on here that got left off the list, but as far as my top 10, again, announced games, keep that in your head, fellas, because don't be like, well, what about Uncharted, or what about Gears of War? You know, these are games that haven't been announced yet. So again, as far as games that have been officially announced, that's my top 10 most anticipated games for these next generation of consoles. So you guys talk to me, holla at me, let me know what you guys think. Which you guys most anticipated games this generation that have been announced that you guys are looking forward to? Let me know. Make sure you check out the website, DLB-Network.com. Follow me on Twitter at DLB23. And add me on the PlayStation and Xbox Live. That information is down below in the notes. You guys take care. Until my next video, peace out.